To find the right woman, should you approach women in person or use online dating? That's what we're going to talk about today. First of all, let's look at online dating. Online dating gives you the ability to touch your phone and have a beautiful woman appear out of nothingness who wants to get to know you and who you can then start a relationship with. It is actually fascinating. Imagine what your grandfather would have given to be able to have that opportunity to touch a supercomputer that he can carry around in his pocket and then create potential relationships out of nowhere. Absolutely amazing. Online dating is insanely powerful. It works extremely well. It is time efficient. Takes only 15 minutes a day to get one high quality date a week. Genuinely. Yeah, but David, shouldn't I have to swipe right 50 times a day? No. You build a fantastic profile, right prompts, right bio, amazing pictures, hit the right psychological triggers. You trigger the right emotions within women when they see your profile. You pre-qualify in terms of the right target audience, who you actually want to be in a relationship with and who you don't, because it's not just about getting a lot of dates, but the right types of ones. Absolutely insanely powerful. And I think you should use dating apps. If you're in the US, for example, Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, Match, Christian Mingle, The League, there's plenty of ones. And the choice of the platform, in other words, the dating app matters, but what matters more is the profile, because the platform has a slightly different target audience and different algorithms, and you need to split test which one works best for you. So what we do with our clients, I would say over 60% of my clients, they find somebody through dating apps. We build one profile extremely well, then they start getting high quality matches, and then we basically copy that to the other apps because they're very similar, and then we split test which one works best, and then one or two are usually going to deliver almost all of the results. Pareto. So online dating is absolutely genius. And now you might say, David, women are only there for hookups. Nonsense. Most women are looking for serious relationships. They don't even want to meet, they just want validation. Nonsense. That's true for some. That's not true for most. Now you might say, well, it just doesn't work for me. It hasn't worked in the past, so it won't work in the future. Really? If you're using a rear view mirror to guide you, you're going to crash. Looking back fucks with your neck. The past is only going to dictate your future if you let it. Are you actually going to tell me that just because something hasn't worked in the past, because you did it wrong, it's not going to work in the future? Complete nonsense. There are plenty of things in your health, in your fitness, in your job, in your business, things that you've tried in the past that didn't work, and then you changed your approach, you did it right, and then all of a sudden it started working. For example, computer science, perhaps. One wrong comma or hyphen or special symbol or letter in a line of code and the entire thing doesn't work. Fix it, boom, it works. Oh yeah, but Python doesn't work. It does work. The processes work if you make them work. So online dating is absolutely fantastic and you should use it. Now, what's with in-person approaches? I'm an even bigger fan of in-person approaches. Look, I don't care where your future girlfriend or wife is going to come from, whether it's going to be online dating or in-person approaches, but mark my words, you have to learn to approach women in person. I don't think it's possible to have a truly high-quality relationship if you can't approach in person. I really just don't think so, because it's not about using that as the main source of dates, even though it can absolutely be, and it should be one channel, but it's more about the character strength and facing what you're actually afraid of. Because most men are full of shit. They say, I could go and approach her if I really wanted to. Nonsense. I used to tell myself that as well. Oh yeah, but she looks so serious, she's walking too fast, there's a bunch of people. It's all excuses. There's only two reasons why you wouldn't do an approach. Approach anxiety, in other words, fear of rejection, or you don't know how, because there is a skill set. You can't just walk over there and just mumbo-jumbo nonsense. There's a skill set component. It's something that we teach in detail in our coaching program, by the way, applying for a free initial consultation call. Exactly, with dating apps and setting up profiles, something we help our clients with in detail. We do it together with them. So apply for a free initial consultation call underneath this video right now or after the video. So there is a skill set component to it. But those are the only two reasons. There is not a single reason in the world why a man who doesn't have approach anxiety, and who has a skill set, who is single, who wants to find a relationship or date, doesn't approach. It's just never true. I know it from the bottom of my heart that it's complete nonsense. That if you were to look around and you were to see opportunities, you really tell me, oh, I just wouldn't? Bullshit. Stop lying. You're lying to yourself. It is complete nonsense. Look around. Most men, no matter how cool they look, they can't approach. I was talking to Dubai Radio 2 years ago, and I was saying most men think they're good at two things. They think they're good at fighting, and they think they're good at talking to women. Give the average man a pair of boxing gloves, and he's so monumentally fucked instantaneously, it's actually hilarious. Ask a man who's not drunk or on hey buddy, hello, hi, to do an approach, and he won't be able to do it. You gotta be like a dog. Approach like a dog. They don't care. You think the dog has approach anxiety? He don't care about rejection? Be a dog. Dogs are beautiful animals. If they're raised well. Right? A lot of men don't, or women, if you have a dog, you need to go to dog school. Okay, you gotta take it serious. My father recently got a dog, and he took it extremely serious, took a very German approach to the whole thing, studied online courses, brought him to dog school. Most amazing dog, loving, but they have to be instructed well. Amazing animals, though. A lot of men, actually, they get dogs because they can't find the right woman. And that's pathetic. Get a dog. Dogs are beautiful. I don't have the time for one. I want to get one at some point, probably. But don't use a dog because you can't find the right woman. That's human beings do that. Women do that as well. They get a dog because they can't find somebody. Men get a dog because they do meet your need for love and connection. Because they're so beautiful and they're so loyal. Where was I? Before I said be like a dog. Oh, yeah. There's no reason you shouldn't approach. Or there's no reason you wouldn't approach if you had the skill set. So the answer is both. Both is amazing. Life is a big game of and, not or. Most of the time, should I do this or that? And. There's only 3 scalable strategies to meet women. Instagram messages, dating apps, and in-person approaches. That's it. And if you want to find a meaningful, serious, long-term relationship, you have to create options for yourself. It's absolutely important. If you don't create options for yourself, the probability that you'll have compatibility is extremely low. Because I said this before, I'm going to say it again. If you're looking for a job and you only have one recruiter in your LinkedIn inbox, the probability that the job specs are good for you in terms of like the management, your peers, the requirements, the benefits, the whole package is very low because there's a lot of factors. If you're hiring for employees and you only have one applicant for the new job position or 2, if you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, if you have a ton of people applying for the position that you're offering in your business, the probability you'll find somebody is a lot higher because you're going to put them through an extraordinarily difficult screening process. They have to prove themselves. Unfortunately, that's not the mindset most men have. Most men see a beautiful woman, they're like, oh wow, she's so beautiful. I hope she likes me. How about this? She's so beautiful. I hope I like her. Ooh, different, isn't it? So understand that as much as you want to do the right thing, so you create attraction as well as connection, you assume your responsibility, you play your part. You're not just going to take any woman. She has to, one, value you, and she also has to understand that she can do the wrong things. That ties into this idea of congruence tests. And I think maybe the next video we're going to film, we're going to talk a bit more about congruence tests and how to pass them. That'd be a very, very interesting subject to talk about. But for now, just understand life is a big game of and, not or, man. It's both. Use online dating apps. Learn to approach women in person. You have to do it. There is no way. You're not going to get around approaches. You won't. Because you cannot get the gold without the dragon. Because let me tell you something. If you don't have the confidence to do it and the skill, because by the way, and the skill set, because every approach you do is like a mini date and you learn something. You learn things about frames. You learn things about body language. You learn things about intent, about boundaries, about disqualification. There's so many things you learn that you can't even begin to fathom in the beginning if you don't do it. I just don't believe it's possible. I've never seen it. Even if most of my clients find their partner or with their female partners through dating apps, the ones who have the best relationships, they also approach. All my clients, not all, but I would say 95%, they approach. You have to. It is so absolutely vital. And the high you're going to get from it, of seeing somebody on a bench somewhere, and you just do the approach, and you exchange a number, woo! It is amazing. Yeah, let me tell you something. The rewards you get from a fulfilling long-term relationship, Fernando and I, we've been together now for 4.5 years, we're engaged, absolutely unparalleled. But the high you get from being able to start a conversation with a woman out of nothingness, exchange contact details, go on a date, make love, and then move things into a relationship, absolutely unparalleled. Even just the boom, the fact that you did it, even if you get a rejection, you're going to feel so proud of yourself for doing it. You're always going to get more rejections than not. Be prepared for that, obviously. But you're going to feel alive, and I believe that's what it's ultimately about. It's about self-actualizing. There's a couple of areas in life that really matter. Health, wealth, relationships. It is one of the most important ones. Without it, you won't be happy. And to self-actualize and to do what most men are afraid to do is going to make you feel extremely proud of yourself. And you're going to develop a sense of confidence that's going to spill into your relationship that will increase the probability that she'll stay attracted to you. Apply for a free initial consultation call. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.